Hey guys, it is February 7th, and I am trying something new here. Up front, this is just me playing around, right? I've seen stuff online with guys doing this, golf courses using it, but I ordered this Perennial Rye Endurant paint. According to them, that is the closest to the color of zoysia. It shows on there that you can mix it up in a tank sprayer at 8 ounces a gallon for sort of patchwork, and then 16 ounces a gallon for dormant grass. But a lot of the videos I saw online, people were going with the 8-ounce rate because I guess you could put a second coat and then you could control it a little more. I'm using a Ryobi 40-volt backpack sprayer, mixing this at 8 ounces per gallon. As you guys know, so that's my neighbor's fescue lawn. But I have zoysia in multiple places. So I did the original coating here on the side. This is a pretty rough area for me anyway, sort of a test area. So I did some over here. This is where I threw some sod down last year and did a pretty light coat. And this was several days ago, like last weekend. So it's been probably 5 days. And it's not looking bad. It got a little darker, but I'll show you a fresh coat. So right now, I am in process of doing my front yard. Excuse me while I walk out here, but this will give you an idea of how it's looking. And right now this is fresh, so it's a little bright. It does darken and fade a little bit as it dries, but I've got to do the edge over here. But just to give you some contrast, that's the way it's looking right now. Of course, that's the way it normally would be. And this is the way it looks right now. Coverage is pretty good. This was about 3 gallons of water to edge all the way over there and then do this whole area. So from the looks of it, I'm probably going to need another 9 or so gallons to get this whole area done, I'm guessing. So you get this stuff in a gallon container, and then you're mixing it at 8 ounces a gallon. A gallon of it I think was around 80 bucks on Amazon. And you know, at 8 ounces a gallon, you can get quite a bit. I mean, I guess that's what, 32, 64. So, I mean, you're getting 4 gallons per 32. And so it's like 16 gallons of mixture out of the whole thing. So I should be able to do my whole yard. But if not, I'm sort of liking it. I'll probably get some more. But just wanted to share with you guys what it looks like. I'll get you guys a finished product here in a minute. And like I said, I've got to do the edging. I was doing the edging with some cardboard, and it worked great over there. But once the cardboard got paint on it, you have to sort of let it dry, or you get a little overrun like I got here. And I didn't want to get that everywhere. So learning as I go here. But I'll let you see it as I go through here, and I'll see what the finished product looks like. I got a couple of light spots in there, but I'm not too worried about that. It sort of looks natural anyway. Once it dries out, you know, you'll have dark and light spots. You could take your time. You could do this a couple of coats and make it really green if you wanted to. They say it lasts, you know, 2 to 3 months. So this should get me easily through till it's time to sort of scalp and get ready here. But all right, you guys, I'll get you some more here in just a moment when I get done. All right, guys, I've got some mixed up here. I'm trying something new. This little neck holder for the phone. So I'm gonna try to take you guys along. The Ryobi sprayer makes a big difference. The sprayer I used on the side of my home was just a little pump sprayer. The battery sprayer is much better. I have a T-Jet red tip in here that really helps get a wide fan and makes a big difference for what you're doing here. So I'll give you guys an idea. Yard's looking good, honestly. But here's sort of what it looks like. So you get yourself pumped up here. Let me turn the device on, and I'll give you guys a shot out of here. So just a nice little even fan like that, and you can fill it all in pretty easily, honestly. I mean, I'm just sort of moving at a decent pace. I can go with just one pass, but I'm finding that it's better to just go slow and easy. And you can get a good idea for what I'm doing here. And I will get you some updates as I go on here. I'm gonna get some more done, and I'll give you some more video. Okay guys, learning as I'm going here. I'm pretty much just staying straight lines here. I mowed the grass just to pick up leaves and stuff, and I'm trying to use that as my pattern. I've learned with this sprayer that if I basically walk at about the following pace and keep it about that high off the ground, which is probably 2 feet or so. It's below my knee for the height of this. I'm getting good coverage from the fan, and then I'm overlapping a little bit when I come back up, and it seems to be working. I'll give you an idea on my pace just so you can estimate how long it'll take to do your yard. I'm gonna start right here. And then when I would come back on the next row, I'm just sort of overlapping a little bit and walking backwards. The only reason I'm doing that is I'm right-handed, so I'm using my right hand, which puts the wand a little bit offset to the right from me. But I'm just coming sort of back right up beside where I just went, overlapping just a little bit. And that seems to be working really well. And I can cover ground pretty quickly that way. Might not be the most efficient. I'll see spots that I missed every once in a while, and I just sort of reach over and grab them. Like that spot right there wasn't very good. But just to give you an idea, that's sort of the pace that I'm going at. And it seems to be working really good. I've got about that much more to go on my yard, so I'm a little over halfway there. And I'll give you guys an update. I think I'm gonna have enough paint. I ordered a 2nd gallon overnight delivery from Amazon just to be safe for tomorrow, because I can also do the back and use it. But so far, fun project. You know me, when I see something, I get a little curious and I just want to try it out. So that's really where I'm at here. I'll get you some more here at the end. Okay guys, it's the next day. I ran out of paint, had to grab a 2nd gallon. It took 2 gallons to do my whole front and backyard, which is roughly a half an acre. It's about 6,000 square feet actually, of actual grass. But I'll show you the finished product. It is not perfect, but it doesn't look bad at all. Let me go wide for you here. There are areas where I probably wasn't as even as I could be. But all in all, I mean, it doesn't look bad at all. It even rained last night on it, and it's fine. It had a few hours to dry, so we were good. So a couple lessons learned. One, pump sprayers work. They are more work, and the tips on the pump sprayers are not as good. They spray more in a cone. When I moved over to the Ryobi backpack sprayer, it's a 40-volt battery. It gave me constant pressure the whole time. And I have a T-Jet, I'll link it in the video, but I have a T-Jet tip in that one that has interchangeable tips. That gave me a nice wide fan, and I could then go and sort of overlap my lines. So I just did a slight overlap and just sort of walked really slow. Pace is your big variable here. You either have to go at a slow pace, or you sort of have to go back and forth and back and forth. Sorry, I've got my lunch there with me. You got to go back and forth with your with the wand to get the coverage you want. But all in all, not a bad deal at all. I think this will likely get me easily into growing season and have it green until then. And personally, I think it looks better than the fescue lawns around me right now. So not looking bad at all. Fun project. Took several hours of doing it, but I would do it again. Talk to you guys later. All right, guys. Final thoughts here. This is the next day. Everything's dried. It's sort of setting a little bit. Sun's going down, so you can get a decent look at it here. Some areas I didn't get quite as good as others, but to me that sort of looks natural anyway. That happens with my lawn any year. So a couple of final thoughts for you that maybe help you out. I know some people don't like having brown, and therefore zoysia and things like that is not really something that they want. So this is an option for people like that. I just wanted to try it out, and up front, it is something that I would probably do again. I have about 6,000 square feet of actual grass. It took 2 gallons of the Endurant Perennial rye. Why did I go with that one? That's the one that my local Site One and things like that carry. It seems to be the one that they use on golf courses. And the Perennial rye color is actually the color that they suggested for as close of a color as zoysia would be. This is looking better today. Yesterday I felt like it was a little bright, so I'll reserve judgment there. I like it. I'm not at all upset with it. I think that If I do this again in the fall, it would be interesting to try one of the darker colors and even one of the brands off of Amazon that are considerably cheaper and see how long it lasts. I'm going to time and see how long this lasts. My hope is that this will get me through February and March and maybe even into a little bit of April when things should start, filling in thicker on its own. In this area, we start seeing a little bit of green now and then a little bit more like at the beginning of March. We're getting warmer weather right now. It's like 78 today. It's going to get cooler and rain like crazy next week. So that should help. But I'll let you guys know and we'll keep track of it. Next on queue for me is I'm due for, according to when I put my pre-emergent out in the fall, March 1st would be my next dose of pre-emergent. I'm probably going to go a little bit early because the weather has picked up, but we'll see. So it'll probably be me putting out pre-emergent here in the next couple weeks. Anyway, if you have any questions, let me know. Glad to help. Hope this helps you guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.